Well, hello, this is Evan Rogers, and I'm coming at you with Lesson 16's practice of the examples. I hope that you've already watched the other video for the grammar and everything, and I hope... Here we go, let's do the examples, woo! Alright, just a few examples, just going from the top down. Nani o shite imasu ka? Remember, if you don't know how to read these kanjis, it's because you skipped the kanji lesson. So go back to the lesson page and check out the kanjis. Nani o shite imasu ka? What are you doing? Nani, what? O, because we're using a verb with an object. Shite imasu, shimasu, that's the te form of shimasu. Shite imasu ka, plus the imasu makes it currently doing. What are you doing right now? Shimasu, the te form is shite, plus imasu equals doing currently. Nani, next. Nani o tabete imasu ka? What are you eating? Tabete, te form of tabemasu, which is tabete, like I just said. Tabete imasu is currently eating. So, nani o tabete imasu ka? What are you eating? What are you doing? What are you eating? Goburin wa maho no ya o motte imasu. Goburin is the subject. It's a new subject. Maho no ya, magic arrow. Magic arrow. O motte imasu. He is holding that magic arrow. So he has a magic arrow. He's holding a magic arrow. Remember, you can use motemasu such that it means like you own it, or something to that effect. It's probably not in his hand. I mean, it could be, but it might not be. It might just be on his person. Next, watashi wa rogu to osondemasu. Asobimasu is the te form of asobimasu is asonde, plus we add imasu, currently playing, hanging out. To, which is with. Rogue, watashi wa, I'm the subject with the rogue, playing, hanging out. I'm hanging out with the rogue, I'm chilling with the rogue. Yo, figure what? Yeah. Inu o kattemasu. This is the motemasu version of like a pet. You don't hold a pet, you katteimasu a pet. So, he has a dog. This is good for people like druids and rangers, perhaps. Next, wizard wa hebi o kattemasu. The wizard has a snake. Probably familiar. Oh, right, works with wizards and sorcerers, doesn't it? Next, druid wa okami o kattemasu. The druid has a wolf. Okami, I almost forgot okami. Next, nani o iimashita ka? Nani o iimashita ka? Nani o iimashita ka? What did you say? What you say? Nani o iimashita ka? For the record, it probably shouldn't be translated what you say, because that's almost rude. I mean, not rude, but it's definitely not polite. And iimashita is a much more polite verb. Going next, asa gohan wa nani o tabemasu ka? Now, are they saying what did you eat for breakfast or what will you eat for breakfast? Well, the verb's not past tense, so what will you eat for breakfast? Asa gohan wa nani o tabemasu ka? For breakfast, what will you eat? Next one, asa gohan ni nani o tabemasu ka? Basically the same sentence, however. Asa gohan wa, regarding specifically breakfast, what will you eat is the one above it. Asa gohan ni nani o tabemasu ka? What will you eat at breakfast? At breakfast, as a regard. The wa particle is emphasizing the contrast between that and other meals. The ni particle, in the second example, emphasizes the at time frame, the at breakfast. Generally, you're going to hear the wa more often. Roy ga ima shinde imasu. This is directly from, no, not directly, but if you know who Roy Greenhilt is, he's from Order of the Stick. Check it out, Order of the Stick. Great comic series. So Roy ga ima shinde imasu. This is kind of a misplacement of the word EEMA, which is now. Usually EEMA will come in the beginning, but hey, you can put it just about anywhere. Time words usually go in the beginning. So currently, Roy is dead. Next one. O-sama wa doko de nete imasu ka? O-sama wa, regarding the king. Doko de, at what location is an action happening? Nete imasu ka, currently sleeping. Ka is a question. Where is the king sleeping right now? Let's keep on trucking. Daijoubu desu ka? Hey, are you alright? Simple enough. Daijoubu desu ka? Are you alright? Bard wa guitar o hiite imasu. The bards stringing, plucking the guitar. And once again, te imasu, currently doing. Mizumi de oyoide imasu. Currently, oyoide imasu, I'm swimming in a lake. Mizumi de. That's not really something that needs to be translated, just sort of a wah, something like that. Okami ni nattemasu. Wow, I'm becoming a wolf. Yeah, natte is the te form of narimasu. Then we do the imasu after that, which is currently doing, currently becoming. Okami ni, the target of what you're becoming gets the ni. So okami ni natte imasu. I'm becoming the wolf. I'm becoming a wolf. Biru o nondemasu. I'm drinking a beer, yo. Figure what? Yeah. If you're a kid, don't drink beer. If you're an adult, drink a beer. I'm kidding. Whatever. Yumi de uttemasu. Yumi de uttemasu. I'm shooting with my bow. It's a little bit confusing to think about it this way, because in English we'll say I'm shooting my bow. However, if you sort of literally think about it, what exactly are you shooting? Are you shooting the arrow or are you shooting the bow? We start to figure out that the word shoot has a strange meaning if you think about it in English. Because technically you shoot a bullet, and you shoot the bullet with the gun. And that's why we use the de particle here with Yumi. I want to clarify, there is another verb that we can use with arrows that's specifically to shoot a verb. I'm not going to get into it right now. We'll learn it later. This is still the basics, right? Still the basics? Alright. Give me a little bit of leeway. So, yumi de uttemasu. I'm shooting with my bow. Demo, ya ga sukunaku nattemasu. Demo, but, ya ga, ya is the subject. Ya is our arrows. Sukunaku. Sukunaku isn't a word. I checked the dictionary. Well, did you check sukunai? Because sukunai is few, becoming thin, becoming few. You're running out. I'm thinking of my hairline. Natte imasu is becoming, currently becoming. I'm running out of arrows, essentially is what she's saying. My arrows are becoming few. Question. Ima, goblin o kougeki shite imasu ka? Ima, now, goblin o, the goblin is the object. Kougeki, attack, shite imasu ka, currently. Are you currently attacking a goblin right now? The answer is, kougeki shitemasu. Yes, I am attacking. Mou kaimashita ka? Mou kaimashita ka? Did you already buy it? Mou, already. Kaimashita, past tense. Iie, mada katte imasen. Yep, I still have not bought it. Notice, with mada, we use the te imasu form. That is because you are still not having bought it. You are still in the condition of not having bought it. Very difficult to think about. However, it makes sense from a Japanese perspective, from Japanese language perspective. You still have not bought it. You are still not buying it. The condition, the situation of you not buying it is continuing now. You still have not bought it. Right. I should have more examples of those. I'm going to throw a few more Mada examples on there. Okay? Now we're going to practice. I'll just do the first few ones. Practice. Practice making the te form. Convert the following verbs into their te forms. Is it annoying? Yes, it is annoying. Guess what? Deal with it. You need to be good at this. I almost said that without reading it. You need to be able to do this faster than Japanese people can. I might have said this earlier, but yeah, I can do te forms faster than Japanese people. Do you know why? Because they don't need to think about it. When I suddenly hear a verb, I can go, oh, that must be, somebody says hashite. And I'll be like, oh, is that hashirimasu? And they'll go, yeah, how did you know that? And I was like, well, just, the te form rules that I learned from Easy Evans Japanese. No, actually, I learned it back in the day in high school. Hopefully, you'll learn it here. You need to be able to hammer these out. I want you to talk to your dog. Have your dog bark out a verb at you. Go, woof! And then you'll say, oh, he said ikimasu. And you need to bust out the te form, ite, as quickly as you can. If you have a partner, go with it. Let's go down I'll pick random ones, and I'm going to try to randomly pick a few. Aimasu, the first one, aimasu, the E sound. The stem is I. The E sound turns into the small tsu te, so atte, and you're done. Arimasu. Once again, this is confusing because the te form of aimas and arimas are the same. The stem of arimas is ari, and the te form is atte. We take the ri, replace it with small tsu te, atte. Arukimasu. Aruki is the stem, because we just drop off the mas. Then the ki sound gets on, when we have a ki in the group 1. Oh, these have all been group 1s. I apologize for not explaining that earlier. Arukimasu is also group 1. You take that ki, turn into an ite sound, so aruite, and that's your te form. Let's see if we can get a different one. Oh, hey, the next one. Let's do the next one. Ikimasu. Well, ikimasu is a group 1, and it ends in a ki, so it must be iite. No, ikimasu is a screwball. Screwball, ikimasu, screwball, ikimasu. It's a screwball. Try to remember that ikimasu is a weird one. Ikimasu is just eat with a small tsu te. Ite, 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 ite. Let's pick out a slightly different one. Let's go with a group 2. Let's see. Where are my group 2s? Second column. Down about 2/3 of the way, we have demos. Demos is a group 2. How do you identify group 2s? Well, you should have learned this in a previous lesson. A, it ends in an e sound, so the stem is de, so that's an e sound. B, did I start off with 1 or B? Anyway, whatever the next thing is. It only has one character in its stem, and that's usually a giveaway that it's a group 2. So demos is a group 2. With the group 2, you just add te. De, te. Ta-da, you're done. De, te. Let's look for a group 3. The very bottom of the left-hand column. The leftmost column. Let's see. Nope. Okay, yeah, that's right. It flips. So you're down there. The leftmost column. Kimas. Kimas. Wait, it's a group 2, isn't it? Because it has one. If the stem is only one character bigness, is only one character long. It would be, however, it's a screwball. It's a group 3. Kimas, shimas, and des are all group 3s. Kimas, the te form is kite. Just add te to it. It's treated just like a group 2, but it is a group 3, so it's kite. Shimas should be on there somewhere. I'm not gonna. Oh, the top middle, the middle column, the very topmost one. Kogeki shimas. That shimas at the end is the natural shimas. Shima's te form is just stem plus tem, so shite. Alright, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you got it. How about in the third column on the right, about 2/3 of the way down, we have mimas. Is that a group 2 or a group 3? The stem only has one character in it, but it doesn't end in e. Is it a group 3? Nope. There are only 3 group 3s, and mimas is not. It's a group 2. Mimas is mite. Alright, let's keep going down. Make some sentences. Use the following words to make sentences. If you change an adjective into an adverb, make sure to do it properly. And that links you to... Where does that link you to again? What? Lesson 13. Okay, that switches you to lesson 13. Okay, so then we have a list of subjects, objects / places, adjectives and adverbs, and then we have verbs. So let's go with the first one in each one. We have watashi, nezumi, kirei, and kakemasu. Guess what? That's impossible to do. I just can't make any sense out of that one. Let's change kakemasu to tabemasu, eat. So watashi wa nezumi o kirei ni tabemashita. I ate the rat / mouse cleanly. I did it very nicely and not disgustingly. Non-adjectives get turned into adjectives. Adjectives get turned into adverbs by the particle ni. So you do something cleanly equals kirei ni tabemasu. Let's go with a koboldo, jumon, shizuka, and kakemasu. Just because that's in my brain. Kobold, koboldo, jumon, shizuka, and kakemasu. Ima, so we're just going to say now. Ima, koboldo wa jumon o shizuka ni kakete imasu. The kobold is right now quietly casting a spell. Let's leave them as adjectives right now. Let's go with anata, ono, omoi, And we'll go with, is kogeki shimasu on there? No, it's not. Let's go with moraimasu. You received a heavy axe. Anata wa omoi ono, because it's an adjective, we put it in front of the object. Omoi ono o moraimashita. You received a heavy axe. Okay, so there's just a few things you can do. E adjectives to adverbs, change the last E to a ku. Good. All right, let's go on to number 3. Two characters are talking to one another. What are they doing? This first one is me, a tribute to South Park making fun of Family Guy. So A, Peter, nani o shite imasu ka? Peter, what are you doing right now? Nani o, what? Shite imasu, currently doing ka. What are you doing right now? And then B, ima oishii biru o nonde imasu. Right now, oishii biru, tasty beer, o nonde imasu. I'm drinking some tasty beer. Hey. Next we'll just go right over. Let's do the very last one actually. Let's go all the way down and all the way to the right. Okay? A. Mada goblin to tatakatte imasu ka? Tatakatte imasu ka? Very difficult to pronounce, right? Mada goblin to tatakatte imasu ka? Mada, still. And because we're in a condition of continuation, we're using the te imasu form. So, mada tatakatte imasu ka? Are you still fighting? Goblin to. Are you still fighting with a goblin? Mada goblin to tatakatte imasu ka? B says, Iie, mo goblin o taoshimashita yo. I have already defeated the goblin. Iie, mo, already. Goblin o taoshimashita. Remember, it's mo, so it's already. Should be past tense. Mo taoshimashita. A continues on one. Ima, nani, that's pronounced nani, because the to particle. Ima, nani to tatakatte imasu ka? Now, what are you fighting with? Ima, nani to tatakatte imasu ka? So, we could, since he just got done saying that he just got done defeating the goblin, we could add a wa after ima. Ima wa nani to tatakatte imasu ka? What are you currently fighting with? Well, now what are you currently fighting with? Would be how we would use the wa there. If we wanted to. We don't have to. B says, zombie to tatakatte imasu. Fighting with a zombie. Alright, hey, hopefully enjoyed making sure that you knew how to use these after the grammar lesson. I hope this helps out a lot. I'm going to be making more videos, and I'm also trying to work on making an RPG to play in the game. This has been lesson 16, practice. Give me a thumbs up. Donate to me. Click on the ads, leave me a message in the YouTube. Do something exciting. Hopefully you're enjoying this. See you guys.